Hello, everyone. It's Charlton. I want to update you on the search for Jayme Closs, the 13-year-old girl missing since Monday. Monday early morning hours, 12:30 a.m. was when a 911 call was placed to the home, where she lives. When the police arrived there, they were actually there within 4 minutes of the call. Now I now understand. They found both of her parents shot to death. It's considered a homicide that's been released. And I saw reports that the father was in the doorway and the mother was deeper into the home. And I also saw a report that said the family said the front door was shot in, but the authorities haven't said that. So a 911 call was placed from within the house. They have actually recovered the phone that placed the 911 call, although they have not identified it. That's something that's new today. And I'm going to try to cover all the things that I sort of missed. She is not considered a suspect, the missing girl, Jayme Closs. She's 13 years old. You've seen her picture, I would think, by now. But the phone that placed the 911 call within the home has been recovered. They didn't say whether or not it was recovered in the home. That would be my guess. And they also didn't say whose phone it is, still. That's still unidentified. Another new development is, and also, before I forget, no gun was found in the home. Like I said, they were both killed by gunshots. And a new development today. The sheriff met with the community last night, Wednesday evening. I think actually press was barred from attending the meeting to update them and just kind of talk with the community on what's going on. And actually today on their Facebook page, and the press wasn't very happy about that, you can imagine. But in any event, on their Facebook page today, the sheriff's department asked for 100 volunteers to help in the search. And they were to meet at State Highway 8 and 16th Street at 2 p.m. today, which was 2 hours, 14 minutes ago. I don't know Wisconsin time. That might be like an hour. Similar to Iowa, probably an hour behind us or ahead of us. I can't remember. But in any event, and I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming that the home is near 16th and Highway 8. I think this is 16th here. It is. This is 16th Street, and this is Highway 8. I know when the Fox guy was doing his report, you could hear the highway right in the back. So I believed the house was very close to Highway 8, but I'm not absolutely certain of that because I want to say, and I looked down here, at street level at these homes to see if they resembled the same home as the one in the Fox that you've seen on the news. This one, and I wasn't able to find it. I would probably steer clear from exactly pinpointing it. Anyways, I just wanted to have exact bearings and why they're meeting there. I mean, there must be a reason. And I can't imagine that they're all going to meet there and then go to some other location. It can't just be a meeting place for 100 different people. But it literally is on the Barron County Sheriff's Facebook page. Sheriff Chris Fitzgerald would like to thank the community for their continued support and all of the tips we have received in the case of missing and endangered 13-year-old Jayme Closs. 100 volunteers are needed and should report at the intersection of State Highway 8 and 16th Street at 2 p.m. in the City of Barron. Volunteers need to present a valid form of photo identification and be able to walk on uneven terrain. Proper footwear and clothing are required. Volunteers are asked to provide their own water. At this time, we are requesting the public's assistance in conducting a routine search for articles of evidentiary value that may be related to the incident. So the other thing is that I saw over at the Daily Mail that they're not, the press keeps pressing the sheriff. How does he know that it's not a runaway? I think I already said that she's not considered a suspect. If I didn't, she's not. But the sheriff seems very certain that it's not. And he's quoted here saying that the FBI are experts in breaking. No. Meanwhile, the FBI has since joined the investigation as authorities urge the public to keep phoning in tips. The sheriff has so far declined to elaborate as to why investigators believe Jayme is not a runaway, saying that disclosing more information would compromise their investigation. Quote, "I'm telling you, Jayme is missing and endangered," Fitzgerald said. He said that even though they have received more than 400 tips, none have been of credible sighting. He implored the public to share any suspicious, including any behavioral changes in people they know, no matter how small. It's very similar to the instructions given by the FBI in the Molly Tibbetts case, where they're asking people who have, be observant of somebody, that you may even know that just has changed in their behavior or something that seems suspicious, changed in their routine, changed in the way they're acting, anxiety things. It's like that changing facial hair, stuff like that. I saw another statement. I don't know if I'm going to be, where he said he has a very high degree that he expects to find her alive. And I'm almost positive it said 100% that he expects to find her alive. I don't know how he would know that with such great certainty. And I'm fairly certain I said they located, they actually they have recovered the phone that placed the 911 call, and that was told to Ashley Banfield of HLN's Crime and Justice Wednesday night, last night. Fitzgerald, the sheriff, told her that. I think that's the same woman who used to be on CNN. Said that deputies had recovered the cell phone from which the 911 call was made. Fitzgerald said additional agencies, including the FBI, are involved. They are the experts in breaking down 911 tapes, looking at our phones, and taking care of all evidence in that manner. Authorities said they have determined whose cell phone the call came from, but declined to identify the owner still. Over at Fox, which has actually done a pretty good job reporting this, I just told you about the 100 volunteers requested. At this time, we are requesting the public's assistance. Jayme, who has been ruled out as a suspect in her parents' death, was nowhere to be found when police arrived at the home just before 1 a.m. After the 911 call was placed, they were there in 4 minutes. There was no gun found at the scene. I'm trying to just run down everything that I keep forgetting in previous reports. Several more photos were released of the 13-year-old girl. There's Jayme right there. The sheriff said on Tuesday, "I'm telling you, Jayme is in danger." There it is, where it says, "We want to bring Jayme home and put that smile box in her family's hands." Fitzgerald said, adding that investigators still have 100% expectation that she's alive. Expectation that she's alive. That's pretty confident. But unanswered questions still remain about the night of Jayme's disappearance and her parents' murder at 12:30 a.m. Monday. Tom and Joan Schmrekar, who live about 300 feet from the Closses, reported hearing 2 gunshots. They previously told the Leader Telegram they initially didn't think anything of it, but now believe it may have been targeted attack. This is someone killing someone else, and it's right next door, Joan said. Joan Schmrekar. So, they don't know, so they have no idea of motive, like why these people were killed. The 911 call, which was being analyzed, lasted 45 seconds to a minute. Sources told Fox 9 it's unclear who made the call. Well, no, they have recovered the phone and they know whose phone it is. So Fitzgerald said officers arrived at the home in less than 4 minutes. About 200 law enforcement officials have been working around the clock in hopes of locating Jayme. There's the home. The sheriff called a meeting Wednesday evening. Bill Luters, president of Wisconsin Freedom of Information Council, called the decision to bar the media offensive. He, obviously wasn't happy about it. And that's where we stand right now. I'm sure there will be an update probably later tonight in terms of anything that was recovered in the search with the 200 volunteers, or 100 volunteers, at Highway 8 and 16th Street. This is Highway 8. This is 16th. All right, man, that's the story there. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below. I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.